Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. The next few videos I'm going to be doing, my next series of videos is going to be trying to recover gold from different types of computer scrap. So I've got my hands on quite a few of these good CPUs. These are one of the best, these Pentium Pros. I got some other ones, little lower grade ones, just regular Intel Pentiums. A couple of these Intel DX2, but this is really the one you're looking for when it comes to CPU right here. So we're going to see how much gold we get out of each of these individually. I'm going to do all my CPUs together. I've got a bag of some of the little ones, and so we'll do all these together. Next, I've got over 2 kilos of RAM sticks. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. That should be a pretty good yield from that one. I'm going to do each of these in the separate videos. Some of the ones I'm more excited about is I've got almost 2 kilos of these MLCC capacitors, which should have a lot of palladium and silver in them. So I'm actually really looking forward to doing that. I've never done that. Another one I've never done is these IC chips. I've got about 1,527 grams of them. From everything I see on them, it looks like I get about 1 gram of gold for every kilo. So probably not going to be a great yield on that one. Might get a little bit more silver out of there, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Next I got some gold-plated pins, just different types of gold-plated pins. I got some military-grade ones here, some low-grade gold-plated pins here. And we'll see what kind of yield we get out of that. Another one I'm really excited about, I've got some of these circuit board ends right here. I've got almost 10 pounds of them. So this is probably going to be the one I've done first. I've never seen this done on anybody else's channel. So I'm just actually really curious at how much gold actually comes out of these. Like I said, I got a whole lot of them. And so I'll probably do this one first. Another one I'm kind of interested with, I've got a SIM card reel, and I'll probably be, just to save acid, be throwing that in, probably with something else, maybe the pins or something like that, but I'm going to do each one of these in an individual video, and just to show you what I can get out of it. And I just want to reiterate that I by no means am an expert in the precious metal content in different e-scrap. Most of this is just based on what I've seen or read, and it's just me giving it a shot in my garage. So I don't want to come across as somebody that's an expert or trying to give, you know, any kind of professional advice on this stuff. This is just a little hobby of mine, something I enjoy doing. So, all right, I'm gonna get started with the first video. So we're gonna see how much we get out of these little circuit ends. Okay, so at first glance, these circuit ends look like they should produce a pretty good yield, but I really have no idea. So we're gonna find out, but looks like it's probably plated on a layer of copper. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and hit this with aqua regia, just right off the bat, dissolve everything and precipitate out the gold. Might have to do this a couple times. So again, I've got about 9 pounds of it, so we've got a lot. So in order to try to save acid, what I'm gonna do is fit them all into this 5-gallon bucket. And I'm not gonna be able to do this one in my fume hood, so I'm gonna have to take it outside in the backyard, hit it with aqua regia, filter it out, and then take it back into the garage and finish the process. All right, let's get started. Some of these are a little too long, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is break them up a little bit, just to help me conserve a little bit of acid so they all kind of sit flush down at the bottom. It's pretty tough. All right, I went ahead and split them up into 2 buckets. One was getting kind of full, and I don't want to risk any of this boiling over. I'm still going to use the same amount of acid, but I think it'll be safer this way. I probably could have took a little time and cut some of the green off, but with the amount I've got, that would have taken a lot of time, and my time is worth more than the price of acid. So we're gonna go ahead and do it this way. I'm gonna go ahead and get these buckets to the backyard and get them in aqua regia. Okay, we're out back now. I've decided to take my SIM card roll and just go ahead and add it to this due to the amount of acid I'm going to have to use for this. So we got our circuit ends here. I'm just going to wrap these around. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our aqua regia. You could use hydrochloric acid and bleach for this. However, that's going to take a couple days to leach all the gold out. So I'm going to go straight in with aqua regia, which is hydrochloric acid and nitric acid mixed together. This way it should make pretty quick work of it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, we're just going to cover it with hydrochloric acid right now. Okay, next I'm going to add about 500 milliliters of nitric acid. Alright, we're going to go really slow, that way it doesn't, make sure it's not going to react immediately and have a boil over. Okay, see nothing really happening right now. We'll hurry up and do this one. Try to get this done before the reaction starts. Okay, I would just sit back and wait for this to start reacting. Alright, this is about 10 minutes into it. You can see it's turning really green. Probably dissolving a lot of copper out of there too. So I'm gonna wait till this reaction stops and then move on to the next step. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half now. Looks like the reaction has completely stopped. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and get this stuff filtered out into a new bucket. All right. Bucket's really hot. Take some distilled water. Okay, once this is done filtering, the next step is I'm going to neutralize the acid using some urea. And we're going to do our first gold drop. Alright, we got our stuff all cleaned up. Go ahead and add a little bit of urea. It should cause a little bit of a reaction, so I'm going to do it nice and slow. What we're doing now is neutralizing the acid so we can drop the gold out with sodium metabisulfate. Alright. Looks like we've mostly got it neutralized. What we're going to do now, take our sodium metabisulfite and drop our gold out of solution here. This is probably going to also cause a little bit of a reaction, so we need to take it really slow. Okay, so we finally got it to stop. Basically, I just added sodium metabisulfite until I did not see any more brown smoke coming out of it. It was just a clear white foam coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit overnight. Tomorrow, I will filter everything out and see what we got. Okay, it's been about a day. I don't know if you can see. Looks like we might have some gold floating on top here. So my original plan was I was going to siphon the top part out, but looks like I might throw away some gold if I end up doing that. So what I got here, I got this large filter, kind of modified the bottom a little bit. What I'm going to do is put some cotton down here. This way it won't take me as long to filter this as I would if I was doing it in the garage in that small funnel. So we're going to come here, stuff some cotton down there. Hopefully that's enough. That'll hold. Alright, and we're going to start filtering it. Alright, it seems to be working pretty good. Hopefully this will speed up the process of filtering. Alright, well I'll see you when it's all done. Okay, I'm back in my garage now. Everything's done filtering. I'll try to let you see this. Everything's down into the little cotton ball down there. So what I'm going to do is spray it down, make sure I got everything down there. Okay, so I'm going to take the cotton ball, just pop it out. Alright, there we go. And one thing I can already tell is these circuit boards, it is not going to be near as much of a yield as I thought it was going to be. There must have been very little gold plating on the circuit ends. However, at the bottom of this bucket, I do still see a little black powder. I'm going to get that filtered out. And we're going to press, but I do not think this is going to be a very good yield. See, we do got a little black powder down there, but it's not much. Might be a reason people don't do too many circuit board ends. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take everything I got here, hit it with some aqua regia one more time. Treat it with some sodium metabisulfite, drop the gold I got, filter it one more time, and see what we got. Again, this is going to be a very disappointing yield on this one. I definitely think there's a reason you don't see too many people doing circuit ends. I'm not sure there was any gold on them at all. I think anything I got probably came from that SIM card grill. So a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. I got plenty of other E-scrap that I know will get a pretty good yield. Stuff that I've done before. I've never done this before. I've never seen it done either. And now I think I know why. Alright, we go ahead and finish this off and see what, if anything, we get. Never do it too much.
think that'll probably be enough to get one out we got dissolved. I'll come over and put it on the heat and let it dissolve.
Okay, looks like we got everything dissolved. Again, not going to be much, but we do got that nice gold color. So I'm going to go ahead and precipitate this back down and see what kind of yield we get. All right. Okay, so whenever this is done filtering, I think it's going to be a waste of oxyacetylene to melt just a tiny amount by itself. So what I have here is I have about a half a gram, let's see, 0.46 of a gram of gold, and this is just some stuff that I scraped off the bottom of one of my 5-gallon buckets there. So what I'm going to do is mix the two together and melt them up together. So I'll just add on whatever extra weight comes, and that'll tell us our yield from this. Again, I don't think the circuit ends had any gold. I think whatever I get is going to be coming from the SIM card reel. So we'll see what we end up with. Okay, it's pretty much done. Just going to take my little gold bead here. Just going to dump it in. Bring this over to the milk dish. Okay, so we got us a nice little bead here. And of course it says I did add 1/2 gram of gold to it. Let's see what we got. So 0.96, so just about 1 gram. So we got about 1/2 gram out of all that. Again, kind of disappointing, just due to the amount of acid I had to use. I thought those were all gold plated. They might have been, but it just was not very much gold at all. I think that most of this came from that SIM card reel. So that's okay. So I'm going to continue going on with my e-scrap. I've already told myself that, you know, if I succeed or fail, I'm going to go ahead and post these videos. So just so at least people will know. So the ones I got coming up are ones I've already done, and especially this will be my next one, and I know this is going to get me a pretty good yield. I've got over 2 kilos of ram sticks, and so I'm expecting quite a few grams of gold from this. So this should be a little bit more successful in my next video. And all right, I'll see you then.